matter of getting it right. There's no better way to win a race than that. I mean, you know, I got to give it up. I got to give it up to Pato as well. He's an incredibly clean driver. You know, it takes two people to make that work.
Who's on the move in Formula 1? This week, we unpack Esteban Ocon's future after his Alpine exit, the pressure building on Sergio Perez, and all the hot gossip from the Hungarian Grand Prix paddock. Esteban Ocon is in hot water after causing a collision with his teammate Pierre Gasly at the start of the Monaco Grand Prix. The young French driver tried to overtake Gasly down the inside of Portier on the opening lap, but things didn't go as planned. Ocon's left rear wheel hit Gasly's front left, launching Ocon into the air and damaging his car beyond repair. The stewards didn't waste any time investigating the incident and deemed Ocon to be wholly at fault. They handed him a 10-second time penalty, which was converted into a grid drop of 5 positions at his next race. The stewards' decision was clear. The collision was caused solely by the overly ambitious overtaking attempt from too far back by car 31 and was therefore wholly to blame for the incident. Ocon's team principal, Bruno Firmin, also squarely blamed him for the move. On social media, Ocon accepted responsibility for the collision, saying, "Today's incident was my fault. The gap was too small in the end, and I apologize to the team on this one." Ocon's mistake was costly for the team, as they were hoping for a points finish. He explained that he was trying to make progress into the top 10, but the move was too risky. "Mistakes happen," he said. "We review everything for sure, we try and do better for the next one." The stewards opted not to investigate a bigger first-lap crash between Kevin Magnussen and Sergio Perez that brought out the red flag when Nico Hülkenberg also eliminated. The Indianapolis 500, a race known for its speed, had to slow down due to a powerful thunderstorm. The storm brought heavy rain, strong winds, and lightning, causing a delay of 4 hours just as the race was about to start. Around 125,000 excited fans had to leave the track for safety, and the video boards advised everyone to seek shelter. The 2.5-mile oval track was left soaked, but after the rain stopped, the track drying equipment worked hard to get the track ready for the race. It took about 2 hours, but they managed to prepare the track for all 200 laps. J. Douglas Bowles, the track president, assured everyone that they were on track to finish the race before dark. The pre-race festivities were set to begin when the storm hit, but once the rain stopped, they started in full swing. There were military salutes to honor Memorial Day and the traditional performance of Back Home Again in Indiana. To help the fans who had to leave early, the television blackout that prevented the race from airing live in the Indianapolis area was lifted. Red Bull is reportedly considering keeping Perez until 2026, but they're not making it easy for him. The team is set to be introducing a performance clause that requires Perez to keep up with his teammate Max Verstappen. If Perez falls more than roughly 100 points behind Verstappen after the Belgium Grand Prix, it could spell trouble for the Red Bull journey. Jeff H. Olesen spilled the beans on this intriguing development. He hinted that the performance clause might kick in from the day of signing, not from the start of the 2025 season. This means Perez needs to hit the ground running if he wants to secure his future with the team. Yuki Tsunoda, the young Japanese driver, has a dream as he's got his eyes on Sergio Perez's seat at Red Bull Racing for the 2025 Formula 1 season. After 3 seasons with AlphaTauri, now known as RBF1, Tsunoda believes he's all set to race alongside Max Verstappen. Tsunoda's F1 journey kicked off in 2021. His debut season with AlphaTauri caught the attention of Ross Brawn, Formula 1's technical director. Over the next 3 seasons, Tsunoda continued to make his mark in the sport. Now, with rumors about Sergio Perez's possible exit from Red Bull Racing, Tsunoda is eager to fill the spot. He's not alone in the race though. Red Bull Racing is also considering Liam Lawson and Isaac Hadjar. It's going to be a tough call for the Austrian team. Will Tsunoda's determination and skills be enough to secure him a seat at Red Bull Racing in 2025? Valtteri Bottas finds himself in limbo as the 2025 F1 season approaches. He's been in talks with Williams, Alpine, and even his current team, Sauber, but the dots aren't just connecting yet. Bottas recently shared his thoughts, admitting he's a bit of a holding pattern, waiting for something to happen. The holdup might be tied to Carlos Sainz's decision, but Bottas isn't certain. Maybe it's about Carlos, but then again, maybe not. He's mused. He's hoping for a resolution soon, but the uncertainty is starting to wear on him, especially with the August break looming. Despite Sauber's lack of interest in retaining him, Bottas is open to staying put. The team, set to become Audi in 2026, has already signed Nico Hülkenberg and has Sainz in their sights. Yet, Bottas values being in a place where he feels respected and appreciated. "I want to be where I'm valued, where people know what I can bring to the table," he expressed.
Hello everyone, we're gonna be playing today with Pierre some Guess Who, but Formula 1 edition. It's pretty cool. We have all the faces everywhere, so with all the drivers, current ones, but also some that are not driving at the moment, so it's gonna be a funny one, an interesting one, so we'll see who wins.
Easy Formula 1 race winner.
Max Verstappen has some sage advice for young talent Kimi Antonelli. So what's his message? Embrace mistakes, and don't sweat the small stuff. Verstappen believes that making mistakes is a crucial part of growth, especially for a young driver like Antonelli. He encourages him to take risks and learn from his errors rather than being paralyzed by the fear of messing up. Verstappen reminisces about the journey, starting with Toro Rosso, where he had the freedom to make mistakes without the intense scrutiny of the world. He considers himself fortunate to have had the space to grow and learn. The Dutch driver also emphasizes the importance of understanding the setup of a racing car, a knowledge that comes with time and experience. He advises Antonelli to spend more time with his team and get to know the ins and outs of his vehicle. But it's not all about the track. Verstappen underscores the significance of personal growth off the track. He encourages Antonelli to focus on being the best driver he can be without overthinking it. After all, the more you drive, the better you get. Pat Simons is all ready to switch teams as he's leaving his role as F1's chief technical officer to join the Andretti Cadillac F1 team. Simons will be taking on the role of executive engineering consultant once he's finished with his current responsibilities. Michael Andretti, the big boss at Andretti Global, is super excited about this new addition. He believes Simons' vast experience and knowledge in aerodynamics, vehicle dynamics, and F1 power units will be crucial for the team. Simons has previously worked with Andretti's F1 technical director, Nick Chester, so they're already familiar with each other's work styles. How will Simons' expertise contribute to the Andretti Cadillac F1 team's success? Simons has been a key player in shaping F1's technical rules, including the latest ones in 2022 and the upcoming ones in 2026. His decision to leave F1 and join Andretti has been in the works for a while now. Simons' journey in the F1 started way back in 1981 with the Toleman team. He's had a successful run, winning multiple world titles with Michael Schumacher and Fernando Alonso. Despite a 5-year ban for his involvement in the 2008 Singapore Grand Prix scandal, Simons made a strong comeback in 2013. Formula 1 is revving up its engines in Asia, and it's not just about the familiar tracks. Liberty Media's big boss, Greg Maffei, spilled the beans at the Monaco Grand Prix. He says there's a massive surge of interest in China, and they're eyeing a second race in Southeast Asia. How cool is that? Thailand, South Korea, and Indonesia are all eager to host a Grand Prix. South Korea has been there before, but now they're aiming for the big leagues, and Thailand's Prime Minister, Srettha Thavisin, was spotted at the Imola race, sparking rumors of a Bangkok bash. Plus, Liberty Media just snagged MotoGP, which already has races in Thailand and Indonesia. Wedlinger's journey in the top tier of racing was on a steady incline until that fateful day in 1994. He had made his debut with Leighton House in 1991, scored his first points in March 1992, and was racking up more with Sauber in 1993. But everything changed during the first practice for the Monaco Grand Prix. Just weeks after the tragic deaths of Ayrton Senna and Roland Ratzenberger, Wedlinger lost control of his car and crashed into the barriers. The accident left him sidelined for the rest of the season. His road to recovery was long and challenging, both physically and mentally, but Wedlinger was determined. He pushed through, making a remarkable return to racing just a year later. However, he wasn't the same driver. His F1 journey ended at the close of the 1995 season. Wedlinger opens up about the crash, admitting he still doesn't know what caused it. He shares the physical and mental toll it took on him and what drove him to race again. He also talks about the emotional process of leaving the sport. So what do you guys think about these updates? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoy the F1 news this week, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel for more.